What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers that come by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Right, so today's Sunday. We got the matinee Knicks today, and the Knicks play OKC today in the Garden, 12 o'clock game. The Knicks fall to OKC 145 to 135. I mean, both teams couldn't guard anybody, right? With OKC starting off, giving up the most points the Knicks have ever had in the first quarter, 48 points. They almost had 50 points in that first quarter. And then after that, they just stopped defending also. The Knicks gave them 43 points in back-to-back quarters to OKC. You're not going to win a game like that, period. You're just not. You know, they won the fourth quarter. I think it was 29 to 28, 29 to 23. But after the the second and third quarter, that was the ball game, right? It just felt like you were back in like the 80s when it was running up and scoring 130 points a game, 120 points. Is not, that Showtime offense with the Lakers and other teams. No defenses, right? It's very, very sad to see, right? Because now you're getting to the point where now, we have the pieces. I feel we have a young team that I feel we can grow with. But when you see other young teams come in here, right, like OKC, they're very, very young. I don't think in the starting lineup have one guy over 25, right? I think the point guard who almost had a 22, or it's not the point guard, the other guard next to SGA who had 37 tonight, but the other guy, Giddey, who had triple-double on the Knicks last year, he almost had another triple-double tonight. He's 20 years old. 20. SGA, he's 23. I mean, these guys are very, very young guys. It shows you what the league is, man. You got to get younger. That's the key. So you got to have a coach in there that can develop young talent. Who's this coach that they have? I forget the guy's name, but he looks like he's also young. But he's got those guys believing and got those guys balling, man. I knew this was going to be a tough out for the next Sunday. I wasn't like saying to myself, okay, this is going to be a definite, because I remember what I saw last year when they played OKC. You got a guy like Dorton there that's a young guy. He's also young, 24 years old, on the wing, defensive, athletic. And of course, SGA, he's 6'6". You can't coach that, man. You can't coach that. You have a young guy like that, long, who knows how to score, knows how to move, is tough defensively. He's tough, man. He's tough. And, he proved it tonight. Nobody can stay in front of him. I mean, Derrick Rose looks like a shell of himself defensively. He just does. He's kind of mirroring to me what Kemba was last year. Now, of course, I know he's a Thibodeau guy, but he can't stay in front of anybody. I mean, SGA was just blowing right past him with ease. The only time to me when I saw SGA was struggling was when they put Cam Reddish on him, who had an exceptional night. It's great to watch his development. But Cam Reddish was on him a couple times, got a couple of block shots, a couple of steals. Cam Reddish had 4 steals tonight, I believe. He also had 26 points, I believe. He was tough tonight, man. Tough check. He was tough. He was tough altogether. It's great to see a guy, when you give him an opportunity to develop and play through his mistakes, how good of a player he can be. And he's showing that. He's the perfect prototype of what an NBA wing player is. Long, athletic, can finish strong, can hit threes, can defend, right? Those are things you can't coach. I love Big Sims in there today. I love Big Sims, man. I think he's athletic. I also think he's another player that's developing, right? He's getting better. A couple of things that I am extremely concerned with. I did speak about the defensive part of it. But one thing, I keep on leaning back onto Tibbs, and I have to, because watching this game, and I'm watching Randall, and he had a great stat line today, like he did. He had a great stat line. I believe Randall had 25, 7 for 14, 50%, 3 for 6 from 3, 6, 8 for 10 from the line, 10 boards, right? It looks amazing, right? It does. But the problem is that when you have numbers like that and it doesn't equate to wins, and you're supposed to be one of the guys, he should have got overly busy tonight. I think he should have had 40 tonight. 40. There was nobody down there that can guard Randall. Nobody. When you're a player like that and you check and see, okay, who can check me tonight, you got to take advantage of your situation and your strengths. He's on the wing too much. He's on the outside way too much. He's got to be down there in that box to get offensive boards and then get easy buckets. You draw fouls. You get guys in foul trouble. Those are the things. Those are what the greats do. They identify where the strength is for them, and they use that. They don't get away from that because the goal is to win, not to put up numbers. Because you put up numbers and you lose, it doesn't matter. To me, that comes to coaching. Once again, you got to help Randall because everyone knows he's an emotional guy, right? He's an emotional guy. So, you got to be kind of like, it's like stepping on eggshells. You got to be careful what you say and how you say it because he gets emotional, right? But you need a guy in there that's going to be able to relate to him and tell him, listen, man, look, this is where we need you. We have enough wings. We don't need you on the wing. We need you in that box or in that foul line area. If you can hit that three, cool, but we really want you operating out of here. If it doesn't work for Randall, that's not what he wants. What most players do, they demand a trade, right? But I think that's what you got to do. That's what's really going to help this team. Excuse me. So I just think that that's kind of like where the Knicks have to go with this. Just my opinion. There's a lot of things going on here that I'm kind of thinking about. It's a lot of things running through my mind, but we'll see what happens on this West Coast trip. That's going to be the truth teller, right? So we'll kind of see exactly where that goes and what that looks like. So we'll see. Tough loss today for the Knicks. All right, but I'm LV Live. That's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right. Also, too, please leave comments. All right. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.